What's happening? What's going on? Is technology ruining society, human society? My opinion, yes. You know what I'm saying? We were fooled into believing that technology was going to help us. You know what I'm saying? And the reality of it is, it hasn't. If anything, it has caused us as human beings to be more separate. We've actually disconnected ourselves from what it is to be human. You know, the way we socialize with one another. Straight up. Like nowadays, people don't interact or engage with one another like we used to back in the days, prior to your smartphones, prior to, social media and all the rest of that. There's no such thing as a natural organic date or you going to meet someone, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing someone out and about. Now it's online dating apps. Every time I walk outside, in a public place, I might be in uptown Charlotte, I might be in New York or any of these major cities, Atlanta, downtown Atlanta, whatever have you, Manhattan in New York. And most people are just glued to the screen, to their smartphone screen. And it's to the point where it's becoming ridiculous. You're more concerned about how many subscribers, how many followers you have, how many friends that you have in the virtual world instead of the real one. And nowadays, we're drawing closer to virtual reality than the real one. We're more focused on how people look at us, judge us in the fake world and compared to the real one. That's the reason why I walked away. I've slowly but surely disconnected myself because I saw it. I've been saw it a long time ago. But it wasn't until, you know how we are, we hard-headed. It wasn't until I got my ass kicked. And in the form of me getting my ass kicked is when my family turned their backs on me because I turned my back on them first. I was more glued and more engaged in contact and connected to social media, my smartphone, than my own family. So nowadays, no lie, I have a smartphone, but it's not on. I don't have any mobile service. Next month, I'm going to take it a step further. I'm turning off the internet. And some people will sit back and say, well, man, how are you going to, keep in contact with this person, do this and this and that, so forth, and don't you have a job and blah, 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 this, that, so forth. And let me tell you something. I understand for someone that asks those type of questions that's under the age of 30, 35. But if you're 35 on up, my man, what is you saying? You act like you've never lived without a smartphone or a mobile phone before? Or the internet? People talk about evolution. And that back in the days, we used to grow our own food and we did this and we did that and we didn't have cell phones and we didn't have the internet. And now it's to the point where we have evolved. Now either you're going to evolve or change with the times or you're going to get left behind. But what I say is this. Now that we have the internet, now that we have the smartphones, the smart cars. Shit, the other day I saw a smart toaster for sale, smart refrigerator, smart stove, smart washing machine, smart dryer. I say this all the time. We got all these smart appliances, but we got dumbass people now. We've devolved, not evolved. Just the other day, I took the time out to take a pencil to some paper, and I started to realize that, goddamn it, I don't know how to spell. I don't even know how to write anymore. My children don't know how to write in cursive. How the hell have we evolved when years ago we were way smarter than what we are now? Who the fuck needs a smartphone? That's right. Technology is a crutch. That is what it is. It's a convenience. It has made us lazier. Lazy. That's what it's done. I get on my bike nowadays and man, fuck driving a car. I just get on my bike and I just a couple miles down the street to the grocery store. People looking at me like I'm crazy. Man, why you riding that? You ain't got an e-bike? What the fuck I need with an electrical bike? Don't you understand what the purpose for a bike is? What the purpose of a bike is for? It's to exercise. An e-bike, you just sitting there. Come on. Your grandfather, your great-grandfather was right when they said, I'm not fucking with that computer. When they were like, well, you got to help me do this thing because I don't know about all of these apps and this and that and da-da-da-da-da. Look what it's done to us as a society. But nobody don't want to go backwards because they feel as though that going backwards is going to make us somehow ancient. Some things are left to be kept as they are. Because I can tell you, we gave up growing our own food. We gave up a lot of things. And now we're reaping what we sow. Now we're dependent on corporations to provide these things for us. In other words, what I'm trying to explain to you, and I'm not trying, what I'm explaining to you is we became more dependent on the powers that be. Where years ago, long time ago, we were independent. Now we're dependent on any and everything, including technology. Let a motherfucker lose his phone. That's the end of his life. Or hers. Not the end of mine, because my shit is turned off. Matter of fact, my bad. I ain't gonna even cap. It's on now, because I'm recording with it. But as soon as I finish recording and I upload my shit, and I'm gonna turn it off. And some of you smart Alex will say, man, you talking about, technology and this and that, so forth. Well, you use YouTube, and that's how you make your money and this and that, so forth. How the fuck you know what I make? How you know what I'm doing? But that's another subject. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, they'll say, yeah, you use YouTube and this and that, so forth. You talking about turning off everything. You gonna turn off YouTube too? Yes! I don't think you think shit is a joke. You see, this is the thing. You all are full of it. You all a jokey joke. Ha ha ha. I'm not playing. I'm not playing with this. It's not a game to me. Next month, I'm turning off the internet. I won't have access to the internet at my house. It's not because I can't afford it. It's affordable. Who can't afford about $30 to $60 a month? Nah, it's the the purpose of disconnecting myself. Am I going to continue to do videos? I'm gonna do it for I say at least about a month or two. And while in the process of my internet service being down, I'm gonna go to the library and just upload my shit. I'm gonna upload my videos, and then that's that. Who needs it? Nowadays, you ask somebody, hey man, listen man, how do you spell such and such and such? Or yo, did you hear about such and such and such? Or da 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 da. They'll be like, in order to fact check a person, in order to look up something, you no longer go to the library. You say Google it. People's point of reference is a fucking Wikipedia. Not an encyclopedia, Wikipedia. And I'm not saying in an encyclopedia that they tell full truths to that. I'm not saying that when you go to the library that there ain't no books, there ain't no lies buried in the library. Or rather, there ain't no books that tell lies. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that overall, why would you just go online and believe what any and everybody says? Like, just look at the way we think nowadays. Just the other day, I saw on the news, smart cars. This is crazy to me. I knew that smart cars, like, you know, I got a smart car. You know what I'm saying? I knew that smart cars were collecting data from you. But I didn't know why you were driving and you might stop at a stoplight and there's other smart cars around you that they can collect data from you, and that smart car is programmed to sell your data. And all this shit is perfectly legal. Because technology is ahead of these fucking politicians creating laws for this shit. When my phone was on, I was getting tired of getting robocalls. Donald Trump campaign. Kamala Harris campaign. And other shit. Then come to find out that's not legal. That's legal too. That you can't avoid that. No matter how many times you block that phone number, they still gonna get it's another number they can use and they can call you still or text. Man, fuck out of here, man. Your phone is a homing device. I know this. Everybody knows this. If you don't know that, man, you in another world. I lost my phone last year. I went to Google. I forgot what I had to do or whatever have you. I forgot the whole method or way I did it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, come to find out, I'm looking at the map and it says my address. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm looking and it's telling me that my phone is in my backyard. And I don't care what anybody say. They say, well, you know what, as long as you turn off your locations, nah man, fuck that. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. I still think that you can still home in on a person's location, even if they turn the shit off. Matter of fact, I take it even a little further. I think regardless of whether you turn your cell phone off or not, that shit still be on. Camera and all. Audio and visual recording you. You tell me what the fuck technology has done. That's so great. Because if anything, technology has been used towards the advantage of corporations and the government spying on regular folks, such as myself and others. You think your smart TV ain't collecting data from you? That's real talk. You know how many times I've had conversations with people and the living room TV turned off And I was like, yo, man, man, I wouldn't mind some motherfucking vegetarian hot dogs. Next thing I know, I go to YouTube on my smart TV and boom, voila, all of a sudden, mysteriously, vegetarian hot dogs pop up on vegetarian videos of hot dogs, where to get them, how to make them, pop up on YouTube. I'm done. I'm done. I'm slowly but surely walking the fuck out. Real talk. And you can say, oh, you're going to be a caveman. You're going to be living out in the jungle with leaves over your penis and your butt. You can make all the jokes that you want to make. But I say this shit. Don't you understand that this is not like a book. It's not like we on chapter 2, right? And then you could just skip chapter 2 to 10, get to chapter 10, which is the last chapter of the book, and read about the end and how it's gonna go. They don't put out no instruction manuals or any type of manuals stating when the society is gonna end and how it's gonna end and how you need to prepare yourself. That's not how this shit works. Ask the Romans if it worked that way. Ask the Roman Empire if it worked that way. Ask the Egyptians or the Chemedian civilization if it worked that way. Ask Timbuktu or Nubia if it worked that way. Or Greece if it worked that way. The Greeks if it worked that way. Ask the Aztecs, the Mayans if it worked that way. No, shit just don't work that way. Shit ends and that's it. And for those that are caught off guard, you end with it. For those that are prepared and that can see the shit before it happens, you learn to get the fuck out of the situation. That's what you learn. Before shit hits the fan, literally. You let these dumb motherfuckers there, you listen to these dumb motherfuckers, they're gonna lead you astray. Straight up. Real talk. Oh, ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing. Don't worry about it. That man that's on YouTube, Langston 292, all he doing is ranting. He always talking about the problems. Don't never talk about the solutions. He don't know what he talking about. Nobody ain't listening to his ass anyway. Cool. Listen to them niggas. I'm tired of them niggas anyways, because they keep on telling me the same shit. Like, man, you always talk about the problem, but never give a solution. The solution is you! When has it ever been in... Straight up, this is my word. When has it ever been a time where people just looked out for you? Didn't know you, just looked out for you and just said, hey, I'm going to lead you to the water and I'm going to force you to drink it. No, that's not how this shit works. Sometimes, most times, you got to lead your own self to the water. You got to figure this shit out. But see, y'all are coming off of that Jesus ideology. Y'all are coming off of that President of the United States ideology. You think one person can solve all problems. That's not how this shit works. Even if I were to give you a solution, in which I've done, I said it's you, y'all will reject that. You talking about some damn, what's the solution, Langston? How? I'm trying to figure it out my damn self. But I'm damn for sure not asking you what the solution is. Because if there's any solution for the particular problem that I'm involved in, I know that the only, I need to look at that man in the mirror. It's a mirror right here. I need to look in look at that man in the mirror, because that man right there that's in the mirror, that's the only one that's gonna solve my motherfucking problems. You better get on that goddamn same type of vibe or frequency. And let me tell you something. Let me take it a little step further. Your money ain't gonna get you out this situation, or rather, fiat notes. It ain't even your money, because you don't make it. Well, I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna make money. So you print it up. You print up 75% cotton and 25% linen notes. You're not the Crane family. You're just a regular worker. Money ain't gonna get you out of this situation. It's just not. Your good credit ain't gonna get you out of this situation. Don't you understand all of this shit is a hustle? It's a game. Excuse me. I listened to these people online. They said, yo, nowadays you gotta have 2 jobs in order to survive. Guess what? In a couple more years, they're gonna say now you gotta have 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. When is it gonna be? For the sake of this conversation, because like I said before, the only one that can bail yourself out, or the only one that's gonna solve your own problems, is you. But for the sake of this conversation, when is it ever gonna be when regular folks, common folks such as ourselves, tax-paying people, you know what I'm saying, that have done things the so-called right way, we walk that straight line, you know what I'm saying, ain't stole, ain't killed, and did none of that shit. We've obeyed laws and did all the rest. We've done everything that this government society has asked of us. When is it ever going to be our time that we get bailed out? Because I can tell you, a couple of years back, we bailed out the banks. A couple of years back, we bailed out the airlines. We're always bailing people out. We're sending money over there to Israel. We're sending money over there to Ukraine. These people are coming over into the border and they're getting EBT cards with food stamps and money. They living better than us. When is it gonna be us common folks gonna be bailed out? Please let me know, because I'm gonna be waiting in line. Or rather, I'm not, because we never get bailed out. It's always the same bullshit ass story. Whether you're white, black, no matter what race you are, it's pull your bootstraps up, get another job, work harder. Man, get the fuck out of here. That fucking solution never works. I seen in the comment section of a video that I did, working 9 to 5. I'm tired of working 9 to 5. This man said that it was a dude that was so glad that it was his last day of work. Because his last day of work, you know what I'm saying? After that, he was retired. You know that man died the day before his last day of work? So all of that retirement money, if it's not claimed by the family, it goes back to the state or the company, a corporation. Don't pray for me. Don't pray for me. Don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Man, God works in mysterious ways. Well, goddamn it, right now, I need him to work in a way where I can see this shit. I need to see the light in the tunnel that we're in. That's real talk. Don't give me that God works in mysterious ways shit. And I'm here to tell you, at the end of the day, all my people, I don't say my people like, oh, my people like that. I'm just saying all people, excuse me. That all this shit is over. Do what you gotta do for yourself. Don't pay no tithes. Don't get God. Yo, when does God need money? Hey, up in heaven, y'all got a light bill? Y'all got a water bill? Y'all got rent? Y'all got taxes to pay? God, do you have that? Jesus, do you have that? You got a car note? You got car insurance? Hey man, my man, women out there, men and women out there that's here on this United States soil, so-called speak, so speak, United States soil. Yo, do what you got to do in order to get your shit done. What I mean by that is fuck everybody. Focus on you. Make sure you got lights. Make sure you got water. Make sure you got food. Stop making Netflix rich. Stop making Louis Vuitton, Polo, these companies and corporations that don't give a fuck about you. Stop making them rich. The food industry that sells you bullshit, processed food, all types of shit. You trying to figure out how the fuck I got diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure. It don't run in the family. Well, you know, I'm not trying to be sarcastic, a sarcastic asshole, but one reason why I know you got it is because literally none of y'all run in the family. That's the first thing. And the second thing is all of the bullshit that you eat. Because let me tell you something about Budweiser and all these fucking beer companies. They tell you to drink responsibly, right? But if you drink responsible, their stocks don't go up. They don't make any money. So they're just putting that shit out just to put it out there. So they won't get sued when somebody drinks and gets fucked up and get in the car and drives drunk. McDonald's don't give a fuck about you. Stop giving your money to them. It ain't nothing like a homemade burger. Let me tell you something. Even if you want McDonald's fries, let me tell you something about let's just say this. Utilize the internet for what it's worth. You could go on YouTube right now and find out how to make McDonald's fries at home. Slowly but surely detach yourself. I'm not telling you to take things to the extreme like I have, so to speak. Take baby steps. The reason why I can do what I can do is because this is crazy to me, man. I get tired of people be saying, man, shit, don't listen to this motherfucker because he probably live at home with his mama or his girl taking care of you. Motherfuckers, you out your mind. Pretty Ricky, tell him who I am. That's my brother. He know how long it's been since I've had a job and I've still managed to make money. Nigga, I'm 50 fucking years old. And I can tell you when you and your father's nutsacks, I was making money. That's real talk. You don't know who you fucking with. That's real talk. I've been to your schools. I've read your books. I've read the 48 Laws of Power. I've read all of them damn self-improvement books and all the rest of that motivation shit and all of that. For you talking about well, you know, he just lived with his mama. That's the reason why he could say this and that and so forth. Let me tell you something. I live in your community. I got the same shit that you had. But guess what? I ain't had to motherfucking go in debt. No damn college. Still paying for it. How you like that? How you like that? You've been bamboozled and fooled and tricked into fucking paying for education. When education's supposed to be free. Nobody has a patent or a copyright to information or knowledge. Stop hating. Because I found a way. And then some of y'all want to know what that way is. That way may not be good for you or beneficial for you. Or that way that I have, you know how some of y'all motherfuckers like to run your fucking mouths. Like to tell everybody and shit, blow up the fucking spot. I ain't stupid. I got street smarts as well as intellect. Straight up. But I'm not telling you all to do the same shit, to walk the same path that I walk. But eventually you're going to have to. Because technology, artificial intelligence, AI is slowly but surely taking over. And if you think that RoboCop was just a fictitious movie, you out your fucking mind. That's going to be real in the near future. See, some of y'all don't look at the news, you don't read books, you don't do shit. Because you totally rely on politicians telling you the truth. Thinking that they're going to look out for you. Thinking that they're going to fucking come on, man. Corporations, they in bed with corporations. Corporations have lobbyists. And lobbyists pay off your politicians. And presidents are not, they don't win the seat based off of popular vote. It's an electoral college. And I just want to know, do you know anyone that's in electoral college? Just name one person. See, face it, you just don't want to say that somebody is bang, bang, banging you, hitting you, clapping your cheeks. I can admit it. But see, I'm tired of getting my cheeks clapped. I'm exiting the fuck out of this situation. I'm tired of getting fucked over. I'm tired of getting railroaded. It's obvious that you haven't. So ain't no talking to you. But for those that are listening, slowly but surely get the fuck out of this web. It's crazy how they call the internet the World Wide Web. But y'all don't hear me though. Real talk. See on the news. They got Amazon Go. Grocery stores where you just walk in, there's no cashier, there's no stocker, no manager, none. You just walk in and you get your items and you walk out. You gotta have the app, cell phone, and you get your receipt. All that shit is done all by technology. They got automated McDonald's, different fast food restaurants where there's no one, there's one or two people working in there. But for the most part, it's all robot, automated. And some McDonald's, they don't even have that. They just have the whole thing automated. You got a robotic arm flipping burgers, dumping fries, and all the rest of that shit. If they don't have that, they got a big-ass kiosk now. I think in Wendy's, Taco Bell, and the McDonald's, all these fast food restaurants where you just boom, 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 boom. You slide your fucking card, you pay for it right there, and they call you, Mr. Langston. And there's two people working behind the cash register. We're already in a cashless society. I wonder why. Because it's easy for them to freeze your accounts if you don't act right. If you're not doing what you're told. That's another scam. They slowly but surely pushing physical money out. Cash. I could go on with this shit. I put $10,000 in the bank. I take it out. The bank want to know why I'm taking out $10,000 on my own money at 2 o'clock in the morning. Because it's my money, bitch. In other words, what I'm telling you is it's not slowly but surely we losing our rights. Our rights are gone. And we're nothing but slaves in America. You may believe that you're not. Keep on believing it. It's the difference between believing and knowing. I know what I am. And I know that I'm out. Because the game is rigged and it's made for the 1%ers of the world to rule over the majority. Isn't it odd for you? Isn't it odd that the 1%ers right now, they have as much as they have as much wealth as the rest of the world has, if not more. I'm out.